there lived an old farmer named Joseph. Joseph was poor and worked for days on end with his 3 sons on their farm. He knew little pleasures in life, and his children were coming of age to marry. His sons begged him daily to allow them to marry, but Joseph did not have enough money for each of the boys to have a wedding. Oh my gosh. He formulated the perfect way to solve the problem. Joseph examined his sons. His eldest son was strong, but not wise. They often, he was strong, but not wise. He said, they often bullied their younger brother. His youngest son was weak and frail, but ambitious. So Joseph spoke. As a shofet, I can demek. Eleşten senekem leştek not kendorianet virak de fejul kesvesh. Joseph knew his eldest sons thought that they would win. They did already have lovers in the village and money to buy a flower and shawl, but the youngest son was resourceful and paid attention to everything. The youngest son did not worry about his brother's head start, because he had heard tales of a witch who lived atop the tallest peak in the forest. He decided that tomorrow at dawn he would go out and venture into the forest. And then there was supposed to be like a set change.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry. The next morning, the youngest son left out early at dawn. He had been searching for hours when he began to give up. He exclaimed. But just as he was about to give up, the witch began to beckon to his call. Wind, oh my gosh, wind! Whoa, there's so much wind! Nekad el fiektar kesel, oab el vesel kested, amit apkadakir, salakor andenan anak alyeteke veshmas varashtelem. The witch said. The youngest son feared the witch. However, he knew he must listen to her if he had any hopes of winning. If he knew he had any hopes of winning, Surofeshtek, she spoke to him and beckoned to his call. She explained to him that in order for him to retrieve his wife, he must find a flower and an item of valued possession. Then he must return it to her, and she would create the wife for him, this true love to fulfill his father's wishes. So that night, the son decided to venture out into the forest. Oh, there's trees. These are trees, okay? You know, the next morning, he returned to the forest with the valued items. Also, Miss Campbell, there's no Velcro. This is him
Brilliant. I love it.
And the flower. So it's really cramped back here.
You're doing great.
Sorry.
I'm so proud of you.
This is the flower as well.
Great.
Okay. The next day he returned to the witch. The witch was extremely happy. The youngest brother gave the items to her. Oh. The witch explained that she would return to her cottage, and in 2 days' time his wife would be ready for him. So the brother returned down to the mountains to his family. Set change. 2 days later. 2 days later. The youngest son returned to the mountain where he was met with the witch once again. The witch spoke to him. As she said this, a beautiful woman exited the cottage. The youngest son instantly fell in love with his wife, with his soon-to-be wife. The youngest son instantly fell in love with his soon-to-be wife, but he had to give up his mother's shawl to do so. Distraught over this and the value of losing something so precious, he became saddened. The youngest, he proposed to his soon-to-be wife that he must return to the village and show his father his soon-to-be wife. Sorry, Miss Campbell, this is like really hard.
You're doing so well.
Oh my God, I cannot hold all of them. Oh my God. Oh, that's the brothers. That's the brothers. They need to be up there. Where's the hand puppet? Tina, lift the hand puppet up. Father, I have returned from the mountains and returned with a woman to marry. His father examined the woman. He did not know what to think of her at first. Something seemed off, and he recognized the mother's shawl. And he recognized his mother's shawl, his wife's shawl. Solvot latod as alet nem sezak as eroso shol as oro hojet alajbak lejnek an azovor fish hoje leshen lenemin snack keliani as megut mana. He said to him, there was supposed to be a card that explained that's a traditional blessing when you meet a wife. It's like a good luck thing. I'm so sorry.
I love that.
Proud of his son and his son's achievements, his father granted permission for his youngest son to marry. And the next day they went into the village, and they were married at the sight of all of those around them. Please hold. This is supposed to be down there. Okay. The father, in front of everyone, proclaimed, Seshpek andam megulamata as embreke de volode terjmesket ig vahalavot legoshem adom neked. The end.
Yay!
Yay!